Bitcoin, complete rampage, beat our expectations of price predictions pretty much. Even for us being bullish, I had it around 68, I had 70. I was expecting it to be 73, almost new all-time high by then. However, the rest of the market did not play the nicest. Most alts are not moving as fast because
welcome back, everybody,
to another week
of your favorite crypto podcast,
Sometimes Crypto,
the Unscripted
Crypto Podcast. Hey, yo.
Did not dress up for Halloween.
We did not dress up for Halloween.
There was a bit of a time crunch that we weren't anticipating.
It happens.
Yeah.
And other things happen that we weren't anticipating.
Yes. What happened? Are you talking about?
I'm talking about Bitcoin.
What I'm thinking. Yeah. Bitcoin today gave me a surprise.
Bitcoin reaching almost a new all-time high. It reached today $73,625, beating
that
both of our expectations from last week.
Absolutely true. We got knocked out by Bitcoin, and
proving that Bitcoin was going to do this percentage move at the end of the month. 70
at the William called this 1 month ago. William knew. He's like, all the gains for Bitcoin October are coming in at the end. And at the same time, got 2 more. We still got 2 more days. By the time this episode's out, those 2 days will be past. So you guys will probably
we might have a new all-time high by then.
Exactly.
I will say there is a little bit of bad news.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
Bitcoin dominance went on a rampage at the same time and reached 60.16%.
Wow.
Meaning the other 40% was the rest of the market. Meaning the large majority of all the funds in crypto right now are mainly in Bitcoin.
The super majority.
Yeah.
60%. That's crazy.
Want me to give you another stat that I know we talked about early on and it hasn't been mentioned again? Right now, 99.99% of all wallets that hold Bitcoin are up.
They're in the green. They're in the green.
MicroStrategies right now has reached new all-time highs pretty much.
They are skyrocketing out of the stratosphere with these prices.
ETF inflows last 5 days have been absolutely just insane.
Yeah, you see, the difference between gold and Bitcoin is that gold is heavy and weighs you down. Bitcoin makes you light as a feather and freaking takes you to the moon.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were gonna have something a little spicier than what you just said to me.
I was.
I like where it started. The ending got rocky.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I did feel the beginning being a little bit more spicy.
It was like a Rocky movie. Rocky got knocked out. Now we have to see if he comes back for a second fight. Let's hopefully he comes back for that.
Yeah, we'll see. I gotta practice my comedic timing, writing skills.
So with that, just to wrap it up real quick, Bitcoin complete rampage, beat our expectations of price predictions pretty much. Even for us being bullish, I had it around 68. I had 70. I was expecting it to be 73, almost new all-time high by then. However, the rest of the market did not play the nicest. Most alts are not moving as fast because dominance is so high.
Yeah, they're slow rise.
Like, they're slowly going up. And some of them are not. Like, with small pullbacks, alts are dumping almost.
Yeah. especially if Bitcoin takes a dive now.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
No, it can't take a dive. We need it to end in the green. We need October to have Bitcoin ending in a green.
But yeah, that's
October is like our new trick or treat thing. It's like,
but it's October only for Bitcoin though.
Only for Bitcoin. It's only for Bitcoin.
Only for Bitcoin.
Eventually the alts eat. Eventually.
Yeah. But with this,
so what's
up?
Oh, I was gonna ask. So what's MicroStrategy sitting at right now?
I have to pull it up. Give me a second. MicroStrategy is sitting at $258 a share.
$258 a share.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, since we're already talking about MicroStrategy, I'll talk about something else that I stumbled upon today, which I found quite interesting.
Cool.
So
stumbled upon.
So Charles Schwab's a broker and many other things. Basically gave MicroStrategies the worst rating they can. They basically gave MicroStrategies an F, even though MSTR is up 20% in the last 5 days.
What?
Yeah.
Is Charles Schwab doing?
So they're saying it's strongly underperforming.
Oh, like the company's underperforming? That's wild work.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand that, because if the Bitcoin price is just jumping up and that's the only reason why they're getting their value, and the company's not actually providing much value, like in terms of goods and services, then that could be a reasonable statement.
So I'll share the picture. So this is what they're showing: percentage ranking. It's they're failing it. You should be selling it, even though price volatility and outlook are above average price volatility. It's high. And then they have growth grade, quality grade, sentiment grade, stability grade, and valuation. It's all negative, except for growth, where it's neutral.
Neutral?
Yeah, growth is neutral.
That's crazy. I mean, volatility, I understand. Sentiment, I don't know how it's negative. If the people keep on buying it, investors keep on wanting it, the sentiment should be positive.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Stability and volatility, that's the same thing. They just mentioned the same thing twice. I don't understand that one.
Oh, but that's a different thing. It's on top, though. Like, they're just saying the average, the above average price volatility is just like, it's different.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, at the bottom where it says D, stability grade, and negative, medium.
Yeah.
And then
valuation
and then
at the bottom.
Valuation. My bad.
It's
my
negative,
bad.
negative, and low.
I had that. Okay, I thought that said volatility.
So my gripe with this sheet, which I will remove now, is that, as everyone knows, whoever's buying MicroStrategies, apart from whatever the small amount of software developing they're still doing, or the large amount of software developing they're still doing on the business side, it's just a proxy to buy Bitcoin. Like, you would rather buy MicroStrategies, or maybe you wouldn't, but in my opinion, you would.
I wouldn't.
You would rather, versus ETFs?
Oh, versus the ETFs?
And actually,
probably.
You would want to rather buy MicroStrategies.
Yeah.
Apart from you holding Bitcoin itself, MicroStrategy is a leverage bet on Bitcoin. MicroStrategy outperforms Bitcoin in itself because the amount of Bitcoin they can buy and like leverage up on.
That is true.
MicroStrategy is such a leverage bet with no fees to pay. Like, you're not going to be paying fees for holding MSTR.
Mm-hmm.
So I do kind of find it wild that they're failing it when in reality it's performing well, and I will assume that the business side of it is also performing well because they still have to buy Bitcoin and pay off the debt they have. So the only way they're doing that, if they're not going to sell their Bitcoin, is by making more revenue. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. If they don't plan on, they plan on keeping their Bitcoin, they have to produce revenue.
Yeah.
To be able to pay off that debt.
Yeah. And back to my prior point, I would also say if you have to choose between the ETF and MicroStrategies, I assume you would rather MicroStrategies over the ETF themselves.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say over holding Bitcoin itself, but no, definitely I'd rather have MicroStrategy over the ETF any day of the week. And then you also bring up a valid point. We're holding MicroStrategy as like a leverage trade on Bitcoin. I
mean, the only time you want to, I will say the reason I hold Bitcoin is it's a shit hits the fans. This is all I got.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if you're holding, if you're just looking at it like, how can I be the most efficient to make the most amount of money? It would be if I buy Bitcoin, buy the ETF, or buy MicroStrategies. It would be MicroStrategies.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, MicroStrategy is a business. I think businesses that work well generally produce revenue, profits, versus Bitcoin. It's an asset that's should store value, but obviously we're in this position right now where the global population hasn't realized there is an extremely efficient store of value. Therefore, that's why it keeps on going up in value, because there's still that like leverage.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
That's crazy that because like I feel like Charles Schwab just like kind of like loses credibility with that report a bit. At least credibility with me. I might be wrong in saying and generalizing.
Yeah, my thing is from that like little report, it doesn't really specify if they're looking at the actual like revenue of MicroStrategies itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, it's just like face value is, we know the price is going up because Bitcoin's going up, and people are buying more people are buying it as a proxy for Bitcoin,
mm-hmm.
and as a leverage trade. Are they just like taking that to account without considering the fact that they are producing revenue? What's the revenue looking like and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Which mind you, I'm assuming they will have a Q3 earnings report coming out soon, or if they haven't done so already. Google just had theirs. Tesla had theirs the week before. So, I'm assuming.
Now that you mention it, there are a lot of earnings reports coming out this week.
It's end of the quarter. It has to.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna see if I can find that list.
Well, yeah. But all that's fun stuff.
Which one's MicroStrategy MSTR?
Yeah. Yep.
Inc. July, October 30th, tomorrow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So if they just have a good earnings report, it should pop up. It should go another 5-10% up easy. Most of these companies, after good earnings reports, they're just taking off like rocket ships.
Well, the estimated EPS is sitting at negative 0.14.
How much?
A negative 0.14.
0.14. Make it positive. Any number you want. It's pumping.
Yeah. It's
going crazy.
Any number. It's
any number
it's
positive.
It's barely. Yeah.
It's
anything
ripping.
Higher than 0.14 it's ripping.
It's ripping. Yeah, but I mean, turning from a negative to a positive, it's really ripping.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it turns from negative to positive, it's going.
That alone, plus Bitcoin just performing well, gone. Which I think
they'll probably announce they'll be buying more Bitcoin.
Huh?
they'll probably announce that if the earnings report is positive, they'll probably announce that they'll be buying more Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin will pump some more.
Yeah, and it depends, right? Because right now we are seeing. Let me look it up real quick. Oh, let me. So I will assume this is a newer chart and it's been freshly refreshed because I've seen this chart before.
Yes, freshly refreshed. I like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I could have worded that better.
What the heck is this?
This is just Bitcoin.
Is this
Bitcoin?
Okay.
Exchange reserves have just hit all-time lows. So this is just the amount of Bitcoin that people hold and the price of Bitcoin. Like the amount of Bitcoin the exchanges hold and the price of Bitcoin.
Yeah, the amount of Bitcoin that the exchanges hold. It's sitting at what, 2.6 million Bitcoin?
Yeah, on exchanges, pretty much.
Wow.
And the current price of Bitcoin is 71,000.
Yeah, and that's minimal.
It's very little left. And if the ETFs are buying at this rate and we see very little sell volume, and MicroStrategy is still buying, MetaPlanet is still buying, retail's going to start coming in at some point because the price is going to start ripping. That 2.6 goes away real fast.
Mm-hmm.
On exchanges,
yeah, that's
sure.
Gonna be eaten up.
And then at that point, I think it would be very unwise if exchanges do not have sufficient cash on hand for when people do decide to sell.
Yeah, to start buying them up.
Well, they're to start buying it back.
Yeah.
So that they can pay out who's ever using their services. To not have a run on the banks, pretty much. But I do feel like this chart and this separation, the squeeze of the supply and demand, we'll start to feel it in Q4. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right,
definitely.
Because this is the first month of Q4, right?
This is the first month of Q4,
yeah,
correct.
So we'll definitely start to feel it now, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean, for a second I thought you were showing me the poly market graph that we were looking at the other day.
Oh.
I was like, that doesn't look right. I was like, that doesn't look right. But no. Yeah, Bitcoin is running low on exchanges, and the price is going higher and higher as of right now. Obviously, I don't know, man. Like, I held a little bit on exchanges. Now I'm kind of worried about it. Now I feel like I gotta pull it out, which I've been delaying for the particular reason of trying to hold the price down so I could buy more and then pull it out. Although I'm a little guppy in a big lake, so it's not like
you called it a lake. I think you mean an ocean.
Yeah.
You are a little guppy in a large blue ocean.
That's fair. That's true. So yeah, it looks like it's time to pull it off exchanges. That will help pull up the price a lot. Once I get my fat stack off of it.
I think the crypto whale, he has to move his Bitcoin off the exchanges, you know.
Yeah, once I move my couple
million,
hundred Bitcoin.
Couple hundred thousand Bitcoin off.
No, just a couple hundreds. It doesn't reach
my fault. You sold.
Yeah, it's been a couple years old. Yeah.
My fault.
That's crazy.
So I also have an updated chart. Still Bitcoin asset related. So I remember we talked about it a few months back of top 10 world assets, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. We did talk about that a while ago. Gold's still number one.
That hasn't moved.
Yeah, gold is really high up there. I don't think gold's gonna move down.
Gold also won't be moving.
Yeah, gold's got a huge market cap. Then number 2.
Well, I was gonna share it. That way, it's easier to.
Yes, that would be annoying.
Here you go. You see it good?
That would be insanely. I do see it good. Gold.
No, yeah, gold Gold is a $16.46 trillion asset class.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not even compare that to other things.
Yeah. So then but then you have the dollar just straight up there. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to see the dollar up there. So, but that makes sense. That's fair, I guess.
So this chart is different from the chart we shared last time. The chart we shared were just assets themselves, like companies. So we had silver, gold, and we had other companies.
Yeah, we're stocks and securities.
Yeah,
securities and commodities.
Securities. We did not have actual fiat currencies. Fiat currencies.
Yeah, this is the top monetary assets. Yeah. Monetary assets. So like including dollars, currencies, fiat. Before we were only talking about securities and commodities.
Which the fact that Bitcoin is bigger than Australia, Hong Kong, Russia, India, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom, which that one makes sense, it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, to put it, it's high. It's bigger than Australia, Hong Kong, Russia, India combined.
Yes.
Maybe Switzerland. Maybe you might be able to throw Switzerland in there too. I'm not good with all that maths. That's what. 1, 2. No, not Switzerland. Also, definitely not Switzerland.
So I heard I believe the CEO of Vanek on with from people from Fox,
MSNBC.
Or MSNBC.
I don't know.
It's like that roundtable they always do. That's always going on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. I think that's MSNBC.
Could be.
The guy with skinny dude, and then a bigger dude, older gentleman.
Older gentleman, yeah, them.
Yeah. That's MSNBC.
So they had I believe the CEO of Vanek on, and he talked about Bitcoin price prediction for 2050.
I saw this video, but I like as soon as I like heard the price, I kind of like closed it and like my mind went somewhere to go do something, and I was like, wait, how much did he say?
Yeah, the dude. Do you know what he said?
No, so I went back to open it up, and the video was gone. I was like, damn it.
So he said that by 2015, they're estimating, the projections are showing that Bitcoin would be a $3-point-something million asset, give or take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about right. Based off of what I remember hearing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that Bitcoin price will be that. No, but by what year?
2050.
2050, 25 years.
That's another 25 years from now. You know how much that is?
It's $3.5 million. That's what you said, right?
Yeah. I mean, do you know how much that makes the market cap of Bitcoin?
Oh, okay. No, I don't know what that makes the market cap of Bitcoin.
So how many zeros are in a billion? How many zeros are in a trillion?
How many zeros are in a trillion?
Yeah.
So there's 3, 6, 9, 12.
There's 12, right?
4,000, million, billion, trillion. Yeah, 12 zeros.
You see how big the market cap of gold is?
16.46 trillion, correct.
Right? You have to minimum 4x it for it to be the market price that Bitcoin would be in 2050.
Wow.
The market cap correction.
Really?
Yep. It would be $63 trillion in market
almost
cap.
4x. Almost 4x.
Almost 4x.
Oh, Like literally like decimals away from 4x.
From a 4x. At $3.4 million of coin.
3.4 million, not 3.5 million?
No. Yeah, I think it was 3.4. I did the number.
Okay, so 3.4 million.
Not even. I did 3 million.
Current...
Lies. That was at $3 million.
So then it is more than four times. So 3.4 million minus the current price of today, let's say 73,000. Right? So that means it increases 3.327 million. Obviously, that's a whole lot. But that's for what year? 2050?
2050s.
Yeah, so 25 years from now, give or take. 25 times 365. That's a total of 9,125 days. So if we divide that price, the 3,300,000 divided by 9,125 days. According to his Bitcoin price prediction, if you were to have one full coin today, you would earn effectively $364.60 every day for the next 25 years if you do not sell.
For it to get to 3.5 million?
Yeah. So essentially what I did was I got the projected price of Bitcoin in 2050, which is 3.5, minus the current price of today's. And then I divided that difference by the amount of days that there are from today till 2050. Granted, I made some rounding, but about $364 a day. Passive income. Not bad. Well, granted. I also just think Bitcoin is a store of value. Price of Bitcoin is going to go up like crazy because the value of the dollar is going to just go down like crazy. Yeah. Purchasing power is going to go down.
I mean, it's a crazy number to think about. It's just absurd. And then we just gotta patiently wait, right, for it to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you pull up that chart one more time if you don't mind?
Yeah.
I was curious to see how it prices gold, like how much gold there is.
Oh, it prices that there's 6.0 billion ounces of gold.
And then it's pricing it by the ounce?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 billion ounces of gold.
Which there would also be more gold by that time.
Yeah, there will be more gold for sure. But you want to know something about Bitcoin? Well, actually, you already know this thing. Just neat, interesting little fact about Bitcoin. There is only and will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin ever.
Well, yes, and that the fact that there are a couple million lost already.
That is also true. I always leave that out because then that's 21 million sets the tone enough.
Very true.
Because there's 6 billion ounces of gold.
That there is.
So William, did you know that Apple has decided to start doing private cloud computing?
What do you mean?
They're booting up servers for people to be able to use them as a cloud service provider.
Okay.
Kind of like how... Yeah. The reason why I mentioned this is because if there's any bug bounty hunters out there...
Oh, I did see that.
Apple is offering up to $1 million in payouts for anybody who discovers vulnerabilities for their private cloud computing platform.
I'm assuming $1 million.
So I thought, yeah, $1 million, up to $1 million. Yeah, if it's anywhere from $50,000 to $1 million, depending on the size, scale, the vulnerability, how easy it is to execute. Yeah, but like, I mean, you find a small bug in that range, you make 50 bands. It's all good.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
That's a full-time job in and of itself. The only thing is, will you find the vulnerability?
Well, I also heard like a lot of people do it like in teams, like in a group, because it's easier.
Ah, true. That makes sense.
Oh, I forgot this guy's name. Damn it. He's what you call a gray hacker, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't it a gray hacker?
I couldn't tell if you're saying gray or gray.
Gray as in the color gray.
Like the color. Yeah. So gray. Yeah, gray hacker.
So he is a badass hacker. He is like, one of the things he did was he hacked a bunch of computers, right? So that they would mine Bitcoin early on, like when it was first starting. And what he did was the person wouldn't like want to like crap on their computer. Whenever they were using it, it would like go super low GPU usage. And then when they were offline, he would ramp them up. And he just
start running that thing.
And he just stopped doing it. He's like, you know what, this is unethical. I'm gonna stop doing this. Whatever. He never talks about that exploit because he's worried that exploit has never been patched. So he doesn't bring up how he did it. He's like, because people will probably still do it, right? Well,
yeah.
He's been on the Sean Ryan show. He's been on the PBD podcast. He has his own network. He has his own company. I forgot. He is a great hacker.
I think I know who you're talking. I think I know who you're talking about.
You should. I assume you would.
I just don't remember his name.
He stopped doing bug bounties just because to get the bigger prizes. He goes, you just need a team, and by the time you get a team, like a group or a team, he goes, we're about 10, 15 people. That million divided by all those people and the amount of work it just takes to do. He goes, it becomes unworth it at one point.
Yeah, that does happen. That makes sense. It becomes a business business model. How much does it cost for you to do it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you find it? Can you get the payout? Can you get the client to pay? Because that's a big issue that these bug bounty programs typically have. The person who issues them out typically will, well, at least not typically, but like very commonly, will bring up some unexpected complaint to the person who's trying to claim the bounty, saying, oh no, that's not quite what we were looking for, or your documentation was wrong, or we already knew about this, and try to figure out a way to not pay the bounty.
Yeah. I assume that would happen more so on like with smaller companies or more medium sized.
No, that happens with a lot of them. Yeah,
that's happened with Apple.
I'm pretty sure Apple.
No. I'm asking. It's happened with Apple. Like, give me a company that's happened too, though. I'm not.
It's a thing that happens with. I'm not a bug bounty person, but I've heard stories of people working bug bounties, and they're like, oh, I worked for. Actually, I don't remember any specific company, but they would say, oh yeah, no, they like fudged them out of a higher pay.
I assume that happens. I would assume it happens with more shady like maybe either earlier startups or companies that don't have the funds to do it.
Well, probably not. I'm not necessarily saying that they straight up outright don't pay anything, but do whatever they can to pay as little as possible. Because like what are the requirements? Like, you really have to see and document well what the requirements are for what the bug bounty is.
Gotcha.
You have to read the fine print. Always read the fine print.
I assume if you're there, I mean, I would assume if you're doing that, you would be trying to read the fine print on that.
Nah, I don't think a lot of those people. These are hackers. Are probably just trying to
degenerates.
Hack. They're not trying to read the fine print.
They're
they're just trying to do it. They hear money and then be like, okay, I'm in, and then hack away.
Yeah.
Damn, what's that guy's name? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see.
I could probably find him.
I could have sworn I like followed him on Instagram or LinkedIn or something.
I'm looking it up now. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, so his name is Ryan Montgomery.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's exactly the guy. That dude has stories on stories on stories.
So on the topic of hacks, and just like hackers and all, and bug bounties. So apparently the Twitter account for the creator of the TruthTerminal, his account was hacked.
Is the TruthTerminal the one that we were talking about last week, 2 weeks ago?
TruthTerminal, yeah.
Okay. He got hacked?
So not the TruthTerminal, but the creator of it. He got hacked. His personal Twitter. And apparently the hacker just shilled a crypto token to people to go buy that he owned the majority of the supply in, and he completely it got all the way from like a regular price, like 500,000, 200,000 market cap, $100,000 market cap, went all the way to $25 million, and around that price range, he essentially just sold his 12.5% supply. Wow. And crashed it 98%. And now, since he effectively he fully sold out, it became a community token.
Wow, what do you mean by? Why do you mean it?
So meaning.
Oh, because he fully sold out. He fully sold out.
So the meme community hopped in it to bring it back to value, or try to.
I see. Wow, crazy.
And they're still not sure. Well, from this article, it came out today at 8:60 in the morning. So from the article that I read, essentially they don't know if the hacker still has control of the account, because he said that, oh no, I'm back, and that it was a SIM card swap hack, but people are still not trusting it yet.
Yeah.
Type of
that's
situation.
Fair. That's fair. Damn, that sucks for the people involved. That sucks for him too, because he kind of loses credibility for a while. Not long. I don't think that affects it for too long though.
I wouldn't say so. So how long have we been running for?
The guy made $12 million.
No, he no.
He had 12%. He had 12%. He had 12% of the market cap. My bad.
Mm-hmm. He made $600,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've been recording for 45 minutes and 30 seconds.
Ah, not bad.
Yeah, you see the new timestamp. You're like, what's 4 minutes?
Yeah, no, I just see 4 minutes, and I don't know how long we were going beforehand.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just shit on ETH a little for one last time, and then we could wrap it up if you want.
If you want to shit on ETH, if that's a story that calls your interest, shoot your shot. Because
shitting on ETH always calls my interest.
Yeah, it's on you, because obviously I came underprepared for this episode.
Wait, before I even get to shitting on ETH, I've been seeing people make their new price predictions, since everything's getting bullish again, and people are making price predictions. My new favorite price prediction is ETH going to $2,700.
$2,700.
Yeah, there's no more $10,000 ETH, $15,000 ETH. I am seeing ETH not exist.
That's crazy. That's crazy, because that's literally nothing. It's at 2,600 right now.
Exactly.
That is hilarious.
Oh, and I read an article, and Vitalik said some BS that kind of got me hot.
Oh yeah, I think he's released like his fifth not version, the part 5, I guess, of this whole blog thing that I mentioned a while ago, 2 weeks ago.
I don't know if this is part of that. I heard that he wrote, "Why are we so focused on the present? On the present, present problems that ETH. Like, why are you so focused on like the shortcomings of ETH when we're trying to fix a future problem? Because when we're trying to fix future problems, like, don't focus on the fact that we're not delivering on everything we promised, but worry about the fact that we're trying to solve like future problems as we're going." Type of a. It's kind of the sense he gave, and I was just like, because you're not doing anything with it, because there's other tokens right now who are dealing with those your future problems and are being successful at it for the most part.
Yeah,
and they all have, there are different shortcomings. So, the thing I was gonna say was, so this was today. ETH sees the highest daily outflows among all chains, while Sui sees highest inflows. I've seen highly leads in daily inflows.
Leads and daily inflows. So people are transferring over to Sui.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much. And like Sui right now just has the highest transaction volume, like in the last, like yesterday. Yesterday had the highest transaction value, more than Sol, more than anyone. It's a very popular chain. Oh, and something else I forgot to mention. So there was a lot of FUD last week, towards the end of the week, with Tether being investigated by the DOJ, which caused the price to get shaken out a little bit, and then on top of that, Israel sent some new missiles to Iran over the week. And
oh, really?
Yeah, which caused the price
they gifted the missiles.
What I mean by they gifted the missiles was they retaliated because Iran attacked them and they just shot back.
Okay, I said gifted because you said sent, and I was like, oh, they sent them? Did they gift them, or did they shoot at it?
And then they retaliated, and now Iran responded saying that, after the attack responded, we're now responding to the attack.
Yeah, I say that to fix, not to fix, but like just to poke
clarify.
fun at William.
Yeah.
To poke
We're having
fun at
technical
William.
difficulties for some apparent reason.
I obviously, war is not good, and I feel for anybody who was affected by that if they were not.
War is not good.
Warriors.
And I will be honest, a little bit selfishness is going to come out. It's even worse when you're fucking it up for the rest of us over here.
Who? What? How? Oh,
they keep on affecting the price.
They keep on affecting the price of these bitcoins, of these cryptocurrencies.
They make my number go down.
They do make the number go down. War
I want
generally
to go up, and every time they shoot a bomb and they shoot off a missile, my price go down.
Yeah.
But it's a joke. Relax. I do feel bad for everyone.
I've come to realize that the world is a very sensitive place nowadays.
Everybody pussy.
The world is very sensitive. No one takes a joke anymore. No, actually, no. Correction. The people take jokes, but what bothers me when someone gets offended for something that should not offend them in any way whatsoever. Yeah. I saw someone say, "Oh, that joke offended me." He's like, and I'm not even part of that group. And then I'm like,
you can't get offended.
Then how are you offended? Like, you're just looking for problems. Okay, that's that. William, before we leave, I believe you have something to say.
What?
I believe you have something to say.
About what?
To our audience, William. To our audience. You have something to say to our audience.
Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification button, comment. And stop those bot comments. Those bot comments are mad annoying with the fake wallets.
They are. I still don't understand what's the point of that.
Man, I think what I personally think is they're trying to like tease you into like opening up, like signing into the wallet, and then the wallet has a thing. And if you accidentally interact with the thing within the wallet, it can corrupt whatever you're trying to do.
You know what? That's not bad, William. That's interesting. It's a good. William's thinking like a hacker. William's thinking like a hacker out here.
That's the best take I got for it. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna delete those comments.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Delete them.
I'm gonna delete those comments.
Well, thank you for listening. Obviously,
before we go,
we do have to say,
Trump on Rogan is the biggest podcast that ever had to happen this year.
I thought he was gonna say the price prediction for next week. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Not wrong. Ooh, you want to get spicy?
I want to do the price prediction first.
Wait, we will. This is so. By the time we record next week, Tuesday, do you know what date it is?
November 5th?
November 2nd.
2nd, you're right.
Election day, fuckhead.
Oh, it's on the 2nd today. No, it's not. It's November 5th, William.
What are you talking about? Oh, it is November 5th. My fault. Talking
this
shit.
This guy. Take it back.
No,
take it back.
It got me. Listen, I can explain.
Take it back.
I take it back. But either way, we record when it's there. So what does it matter?
Factual.
I know. I got confused because I'm on my. Okay, whatever. I fucked up. Not a big deal.
Election day.
We should go live. Like, we'll get 0 views, but we should go live and just watch it.
We would get 0 views. But that's fun.
We should just go live, get 0 views, and talk shit.
I gotta see. Because my roommate wanted to watch it with me.
But we have to record that day anyways.
I'll bring him on. I know, but like it's not like we're gonna get the results out on that day anyways.
You do get the results on that day. Well, we don't get the results on. Do you remember when we watched Obama get elected? That we got the results that same night. Like that same night, we knew he won or lost.
Yeah,
both times.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But Rogan has the biggest interview of the year, I think, with 36 million views in like 3 days.
36 million views.
Well, I'll put it up actually because I think it's for sure changed.
It may be 37 now.
There'll be more.
That's crazy. That's a whole lot of views.
Give me a second.
The ad revenue got to be going crazy.
Dude, I thought about the same thing. Gee, so in 3 days, the interview on YouTube only has 39 million views.
Wow.
And Kamala's interview with Call Her Daddy, I think like in the top 10 podcasts in the world.
Yeah, that's a very popular podcast.
Like, this is no joke podcast. Looking it up on YouTube right now.
No joke podcast.
I don't see the full episode here. Oh, okay, here it is. Here we go.
Do you know how long that episode was?
I don't. I believe it would be an hour.
Oh my god. Where's the Call Her Daddy?
Okay. So I'm still gonna look it up now on Google, but I have here Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay. It's not a top 10 podcast, but it is a oopsie. It is a popular podcast nonetheless. Like, he's had multi-million views on multiple episodes. Here, she only has 1.1 million views on this specific episode. On this episode with him.
1.1 million only?
Yeah, and it's been out for a day.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Rogan has it in 3 days.
I know. I understand that. No. Rogan's completely crushing the board. Completely, like, knocking it out. I was gonna look for the Call Her Daddy thing on Spotify and I ended up searching up Call of Duty. Completely unintentionally.
I just pulled it up. It came out on Spotify. It doesn't come out on YouTube. It's 44 minutes. Yeah. The one on YouTube is only 7 minutes, and it's 750,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
Not even including what Trump has done on other podcasts.
It doesn't say how many views.
I don't see her getting, like, she doesn't have appeal right now from the looks of it. Like, people don't want to watch her.
That's what it's looking like.
Because I saw J.D. Vance on Theo's podcast, and that was also fun.
I mean,
like, it was just fun. But it's Theo's podcast, are funny for that.
Yeah, Theo's just a whole nother guy.
But yeah,
I haven't listened to this.
We'll see what we do for that episode.
I have to watch it. Yeah, we will.
That's all I got. My rant's over.
Awesome. Where are we?
Guys.
Where are we next week?
Alrighty. So current price of Bitcoin, boys and girls,
hitting all-time highs.
Current price of Bitcoin is 72,377.
72,377. What's all-time high?
All-time high is 73,821.
I say 7,400. My bad. 74,200. That's where I'm saying.
Give me a second. I want to look at the chart. Are you saying what?
74,200. Just put it, right there.
76,600.
William says, bulls are coming out, baby.
Oh. We're breaking all-time high. It's time to run it up. It's up November.
William, can I say something? What's up? I'm gonna add to your thing on my perspective. I think we're gonna reach your number when the episode comes out. When the next episode comes out. Like on Thursday.
No, we're there by the end. By the time we record.
I think we get there on Thursday.
Oh, wait a minute! We're already here. Wait up. Who's president? Who's putting as president? Assume if this happens. We get election results.
We wouldn't get election results on Tuesday when we record.
We would though. They're gonna give results up on Tuesday of where the counts at. If he's winning majority electoral college votes, or she is, it's irrelevant.
Oh, true. Facts. You're right. If it's what I'm saying, there's going to be a landslide.
I'm saying it's landslide one way or the other.
Okay, you know what? That should be the prediction. Who fucking wins? Because that's going to be closer. Yeah, William.
Who wins what?
The election. I really can't.
By how many votes?
No, not by how many votes. Because by the time this episode comes out, but the thing is, when we record next episode,
this episode's out next week.
Mm-hmm. This episode's out next week. This week, but we won't be able to record one and get it out before the election.
No. So this clip is for the future.
Mm-hmm. Yes. When you see this, keep us in mind. But I don't know. Like I straight up don't know who the fuck's gonna win. I really.
I'm gonna say
based off of Rogan's podcast, I'm gonna have to say Trump. Based off of those fucking numbers that you said, it's fucking crazy.
I will say listen, it made me nervous.
This is it. It's a lot could happen. A lot can happen.
A lot can happen. I will not counter out.
No.
Based on what I've just seen in terms of media views, there is no way she can win. In the sense of, in media views, in my opinion, she is getting so many more. Trump is getting
so much more eyeballs.
Attention. He has all these eyeballs on him. And like I told Alex, if half the people don't want him and the other half do want him, but the half that, but no one even goes to watch her.
Like there's not that much support. There's not that much support.
I don't see support. You're gonna watch the things you want so you can get her on more things. Like her audience are the younger crowd. We have the most access to the internet. Why aren't those eyes on her?
Yeah, factual.
I will give you a bolder prediction. I think he wins, and it's determined that night.
That's crazy. William says it's a landslide event.
I think he will have enough electoral votes that night.
You think he wins the what's it called, the popular vote?
I think he destroys the popular vote.
Completely.
I'll be honest. I think he destroys it.
William says too many people are going to go out to vote. Too many people are going to go out.
I do believe people are going to go out to vote. I believe he has way too much attention. And I don't trust the flip-flop they did. We went from no one likes Kamala. Where is she? She's not. Where did she disappear to? Everyone made fun of her. She was like the laughingstock. She was the black sheep. And then all of a sudden, Biden's out. She's in, and she's like, "That's the Mother Teresa."
That's the nominee. That's the candidate.
That ain't the nominee. She don't even vote her in.
That's who the president appointed.
Yeah, but the people didn't vote her in.
The people did not vote her in. That's for sure.
So she's not for the people. Trump was voted in by the people.
That is true. Trump was voted in.
You should give me Andrew Yang. I would have voted for Yang over him.
Yeah, facts. I would have done that too. All day, every day.
Every day. But not political podcast. Bitcoin will be up either way. Bitcoin don't care about who wins, who loses. We only go up, baby.
Yeah, that's absolutely
on that
right.
note. It's been another week
of your favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes crypto.
The unscripted
crypto podcast.
Ew.
Hey yo.